This is a HeadGum podcast.
Oh, yeah. Welcome to A Funny Feeling Podcast. I'm Betsy Sidaro.
And I'm Marcy Jarrow. This is a podcast where comedians tell us their paranormal experiences, and we listen to yours as well.
Oh, yeah. And if you have one of these paranormal experiences that you want to share with us, please email it to us at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com.
Now get cozy.
And prepare yourself to be scared silly.
This is a Funny Feeling podcast.
Wilma! I make a lot of weird noises and it freaks her out.
She doesn't understand the art of performance, this dog. This puppy dog.
Not yet. But she will, by God. She will.
Are you going to make her learn some Shakespearean monologues?
Yeah. We've already started. She's working on Macbeth right now.
Oh, cute.
Out damn spot.
Oh, yes, because she pee-peed on the carpet and that's how
Exactly. We got so many damn spots around from pee-pee poo-poo. Now she's pretty good.
That's good.
She's good.
This morning I got so mad at my cats because I opened up my door for them to come into my room and I see Mama's laying in the hall. She just kind of looked at me to be like, what? And I was like, I can't believe none of you like me. It's crazy.
Yeah, they're all like, oh, she's up. Oh, she's out of her room now. What are we going to do?
Now she wants us to do something, I guess.
I guess. Okay, everybody, put smiles on your faces.
Yesterday I was like, should I rehome them all out of spite?
Oh my God, for just not being pumped when you walk out of your room.
Yeah, I think it's because yesterday was we're recording this in early May, but yesterday was the anniversary of Bo's passing. So I was thinking about how because Bo and I were very connected and these cats and I just are not.
Oh my God, I can't believe it.
It's been a full year. I mean,
it is that I feel every time I talk to somebody and I'm referring to watching something or seeing someone, I'm always probably I don't know, a couple of weeks ago. And it's no. That was last August.
Yeah.
Or whatever it is. It's so weird, man.
So weird. Watching season 2 of The Circle. The Circle, the first one premiered before the pandemic.
Right. And I remember Mono and I being God, this is so strange. What is this? And then pandemic hit and we're oh my God, we're living The Circle.
Oh my
gosh.
We're
living it.
Yes.
Having to exercise inside. It was so strange.
Catfishing people.
We catfished so many people. I love the show Catfish, and I've been watching the most recent season, which halfway through pandemic started. So now they're doing episodes where it's all over Zoom.
Yeah, which probably works fine for that format.
Totally fine.
It's so
it was
interesting.
always fun, them flying all around, but then it is well, it's the same thing anyways.
Yeah.
Just, and they make it oh my God, they're in the waiting room, the person who's catfishing,
That's very funny.
Oh, they didn't put their video on yet. They haven't put their video on.
I know, when you think about it nowadays, it's sort of it seems implausible to not be able to find and figure out every single thing.
Truly. Even just from watching Catfish.
Yeah.
It's well, okay, I could just do a Google image search or whatever.
I have been crazy for a long time, Betsy. And let me tell you, I have been able to, one, I've someone has made a rude comment about me on a comment on a video, and I will figure out who it is. Once I I figured out who it was, and they had just bought a house, so I knew exactly where they lived because they
my God.
And I was okay, this is great. I didn't do anything, but another time, this is long ago. This is 2007 or 8. I was flying home for a holiday. And on the plane, sitting next to me, I started talking to the guy next to me. We always do. Yeah. I'm a nightmare that way.
Do you?
Yeah.
You always talk to somebody on a plane?
I don't mean to, but it happens. And then I'm like, shit, this is either going to be a 4-hour conversation or we're going to break up in the middle of it. And it's going to be weird.
We're going to break up. So I just keep my headphones on.
That's smart.
Before getting on the plane, while getting off the plane.
And let me tell you why it's smart. Because you could end up sitting by someone like me. This man was telling me there was a connection. So he was getting off at once. Oh, no, I was flying to Atlanta, possibly. Yes.
Okay.
Or Tennessee, somewhere like that. I was flying to wherever my sister lived. And he was like, oh, yeah, I'm going to run a marathon. And we were talking about like him carbo loading and then blah, blah, blah. And he was like, I'm trying to beat my best time. And he told me what his best time was. And then he was a lawyer. And so I knew his first name. I knew what his like goal was for his marathon. Yeah. I knew he was a lawyer.
This is the beginning of a like 90s thriller.
Yes. Well, so I get back and we have the holiday. I fly back to New York. I'm telling my coworkers about it. And they're like, oh my gosh, you should find him. And I was like, oh, okay. And wait, no. That's not how it worked. Betsy, it's even worse. I remember.
Oh no.
I'm flying back. I'm by myself in the airport, flying home to New York. And I'm just like, I have my BlackBerry. I'm sitting through it. I was like, I bet I could figure out who he is. It took me no time at all. I looked up the race. I looked up the finishing times for everyone. I knew his first name. So I quickly found his last name. It was a very unique last name. Very unique. Like too many letters from the end of the alphabet.
Yeah.
And then I Googled his name plus lawyer, immediately found his law firm in New Jersey, like Jersey City. And I just sent him an email immediately being like, isn't this funny how easy I found you? Anyway, I hope you're doing well, blah, 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 blah. And then when I went back to work, people were like, Marcy, that is insane. And I was like,
that is so wild.
And I was like,
isn't it funny how easy it was? That is so fucking wild, Marcy.
I know.
Whoa. Did he respond?
No, he was probably so scared.
Yeah, I bet he was horrified.
But also I was like, isn't this funny? I still do think it's funny, but also
it's incredible. You telling it's funny. If I were to have read this in a novel or the newspaper, I'd be like, holy shit. This is terrifying.
This is how we fall in love and get married. It's not.
That's not. Scaring someone into love, I don't think works that well.
But I'm just saying, guys, this is why everyone should kind of lock it all down and not, one, don't be too sexy or too mean in public, because people will figure out who you are. And I have no ill intent, and I did it so easily,
Right.
Isn't it funny how easy I found you?
Did you open the email with a hey first name, or just that line isn't it easy how I did he know it was you? The airplane.
Gosh, should I try to look it up right now?
Oh my God. You don't delete your emails?
No. Why would I delete? What is that noise? Or is that an ice cream man?
That's Gilly's alarm.
So she's got a...
Up and I'll close the door.
Yeah, I can't find it. I guess it... Well, can I find it? Let's see. Oh my God, Betsy, I found it.
You found it. You have to post it. But
well, let me just read it. Okay.
Yes, read it. Oh, will you send it to me too? Just read it.
So scary. How was the run is the subject.
No. Now it feels like, how was the run? and then a picture of him crossing the finish line from far away from you.
Oh my God. So, hi, omitting his name. It's Marcy from the flight to omitting it on Friday. I'm sure it's super creepy to get an email from me, but my flight was delayed a few hours last night, so I had a lot of time to kill. I overheard people talking about the race, so I dug up your results on my BlackBerry. 3 hours and 41 seconds. Very impressive. Congratulations.
Oh my God.
Only 5 minutes shy of your goal. How does it feel? Were the hills really bad? And were you able to drink that night? Well, I don't really have a point to this email. I just thought I would drop a line since I did so much research, about 5 minutes worth. I hope you enjoyed your weekend and have safe travels this week.
Well, I have to say,
I'm gonna follow up.
It is unbelievably creepy, but it's not as creepy as just, isn't this funny how easy it was to find you? You know?
Yes. Yeah. I think yeah. I have nothing to say other than I'm terrifying.
Marcy, that is so. Why? Like, did you feel you like really hit it off or something?
We talked for the entire flight. We were like laughing and joking. Like, I wouldn't know this much. I wouldn't have known that much information if he hadn't like told me.
5 minutes short of your goal.
I just remembered so much. That was in 2008.
Yes.
I just put too much improv in my brain. I could never remember that now.
Oh,
anyway,
man.
I'm a scary
Marcy.
person. I ain't scary. How is the run?
Whoa, dude.
I don't even know. I'm filled with pride and shame. What is that? How is there a word for that when you're both
Pride
like
and
embarrassed?
shame.
Embarrassed but also impressed by yourself.
Wait.
Are we breaking up? Are we having a flight breakup?
Yeah. We're having a little flight breakup. Wait, now it's better.
Well, we're back.
Sorry about that.
Are you terrified of me? I mean,
I'm so scared.
It should come as no surprise that I'm an intense and like overly familiar person with everyone.
Right. I will say that does blow my mind that you are an airplane talker.
Why?
I don't think I would have. I don't know, because I could see you just being like I could just see you being like, I don't want to leave me alone. Like, I don't know.
I think probably now I am. And I would say that like maybe it's more that people want to talk to me.
That makes sense. I'm gonna close my door real quick.
Okay.
And then, yeah, I think it is people want to talk to you.
Got this friendly old face.
You just got a friendly face.
Enough about
how you're good at interviewing, so
and talking a lot about myself. So I always say, and then your turn.
Okay, your turn. But okay, well, I have a thing. So
I wasn't finished. So okay, should we listen to?
Oh my God,
a listener story?
Yes, we should.
All right, you ready?
Ready.
Hey guys, my name is Madison. I previously sent in a lighthearted ghost story and did not really send anything more serious because I didn't really think I had much of anything. I have a few very minor occurrences that could probably be explained otherwise, so I never really thought too much into them. But I was just recently listening to an episode. I'm not all the way caught up on the podcast. So I was listening to a listener story from someone named Chris, and he talked about the light bulb in his lamp exploding, but just the glass part and the metal was still in the lamp. So I panicked a little because I have had the same thing happen. And so I thought maybe I should just share the stories that I thought were nothing, but maybe are. So one night I was living in an apartment. I'd only been there maybe about 2-3 months at this point. Pretty updated place, not super old, didn't really think much of anything. It was Halloween night, and I was in the bathroom doing some sort of absurd eye makeup and stuff for a costume, but I didn't have my contacts in or anything yet, and I was just, doing some eye makeup, and I had our bathroom sink had like 4 open bulbs as the lights above the mirror. So no coverings, no anything like that. And out of nowhere, one of the bulbs just exploded. And I freaked out a little, understandably, and tiptoed my way out of the bathroom because I didn't have shoes on, didn't have glasses on or contacts, so I couldn't see the glass on the floor, and panicked and called my mom because that's what you do when you panic. My initial concern was electrically, is something wrong? Do I need to panic? Do I need to leave? Do I need to call the landlord, the fire department? Is my house going to explode? And my mom said she had never heard of such a thing happening. And so I Googled it, and everybody on Google basically was saying this does not happen. Light bulbs don't just explode. It doesn't happen. And perhaps the only thing that could happen is that maybe the bulb got so hot that the glass bulb part of it melted and fell and shattered. But I was right there when it happened, so I watched the bulb just explode. It didn't melt and fall and shatter. It didn't hit anything. It just exploded all over the place. Thankfully, unlike Chris's story, I did not have to call an electrician, and there was one single good-sized shard of glass still sticking out of the metal base, and the rest of the bulb was just gone. So I waited till the next day to let everything calm down a little and was able to carefully twist it out with that shard of glass. Of course, at the time, because it was Halloween, I panicked and assumed that it was a ghost. But then the rational part of me was like, it's just nothing, whatever. And I kind of put it out of my mind after that until I heard Chris's story. So maybe it was a ghost after all, and he was mad at me for putting on terrible eye makeup. I don't know. So there's that. The only other things really that I've ever had happen, as a child, I used to play with Ouija boards a lot with my friends. And the first time we ever did it, one of my friends claimed that she knew the rules of the Ouija board, and you have to ask it permission. If you're going to leave, everybody has to have their hand on the planchette. If you're going to take your hand off, you have to ask permission, all this stuff. There's all these rules that we didn't know. So in the middle of whatever we were maybe talking to, one of my friend's moms called the house that we were staying at that night, and so the mom called up the stairs and said, so-and-so, your mom's on the phone. So she left to go talk to her mom, and when she came back in, she walked right back in, didn't ask permission, didn't anything, and my friend and I were sitting we were sitting in a circle on our friend's bed, and my one friend and I were sitting up against the headboard of the bed, and I shit you not, the second that this girl put her hands back on the planchette without asking permission, there was a banging on the headboard of the bed, and to a point where me sitting against it could feel it shake. And my friend and I flew off that bed, and nobody understood or believed us, and we swore up and down that is what happened. And I was terrified and didn't want to come back in the room, but then everybody was panicking because we didn't ask permission and we'd left and we had to finish the session and, you know, all this stuff. So they forced me to go back in and finish the session. And I've always kind of thought, you know, maybe it was something against the house, the wind blew something, you know, maybe it was just something outside, and I just kind of always put it off, but a little bit creepy. My last story is pretty brief. My aunt died from lupus when I was little. I was about 5, and she'd been in the hospital for a while, and my mom and dad had kind of prepared all of us, you know, that she was very sick. And the day that she actually died, my parents hadn't told us yet. And my cousin and uncle came to our house after they left the hospital that day. And my cousin told me this years later that me as a 5-year-old, when they walked in the door, that I ran up to her and said, "Did Aunt Susan die?" And she knew that my parents hadn't told us yet, and she's older than I am, so she was, I want to say maybe 18 or 19 at this point. And so I honestly don't really know what she even said to me, but she said that she just always kind of thought it was weird that I just knew. And, you know, my mom kind of chalks that up to us being prepared that she was probably going to die and just kind of knowing in that regard. But I sometimes wonder if maybe she came to me or told me somehow that she was going, and that's how I knew, but I don't really know. I certainly remember having some invisible friends and things like that as a child, but my mom told me recently in a conversation about it that I never mentioned having invisible friends that she ever remembers. So kind of makes me wonder a little bit who those friends may have been and why I maybe wouldn't have mentioned them to my mom. But I truly don't remember, so I guess I will never know if it was paranormal or just a child's imagination. So that's all. I hope you enjoyed my stories. Sorry it's a little bit long. I know more than 5 minutes is tough to put on, so I apologize. But yeah, just wanted to let you guys know those stories. And Chris, if you're out there listening, you are not alone with the light bulb thing. It's super weird, and according to Google, just doesn't happen. So I guess Google was not taking into account ghosts. So that's all, guys. Love the podcast. Thanks. Bye.
Wow.
I remember that story, but I don't think if a light bulb shattered, I don't know that I would like. It is a horror movie trope though, right? Isn't it like a...
Yes, like the popping, like popping bulbs. I feel I would immediately be like, okay, it got too hot or something. Like something's up.
I'll tell you what.
Whatever.
I would immediately go turn off my breaker.
That's smart. I didn't even think of that. I would be like, I guess I better put another one in.
Well, I would do that, but I not long ago had like all of a sudden an outlet was making a clicking, like a, and I was like, oh, my house is gonna burn. So I had to turn off my power until an electrician could come. So I think I would worry that it was more like dangerous fire-wise, that maybe it was an electrical surge, but it is like a trope in horror movies though, for sure.
It is exploding light bulbs and stuff, which is terrifying. That would be so scary to see.
I could also, it does make sense that maybe something drew like, a little power from it, and
exactly, and like didn't know really how to use that power, and it just popped, or had so much power.
It's like flexing a muscle in really tight shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just ripped my shirt, dude. Whoa. And then Ouija board, dude.
Don't.
Yes. Something got you. You broke all the rules. That's so funny, though. Just like, I forgot to say goodbye when my mom called, and then, which I get it. I would I'm scared. That makes me even more scared to do one.
I am very bad at rules and like
Hell
process and protocol. It's very hard for me. I don't care to do it.
You're a bad girl. You're a bad girl.
I'm a bad girl. I'm the bad girl.
But very strange to be like, oh yeah, I had a bunch of imaginary friends as a kid that I never told anyone about.
That I never told anyone about.
Did you have imaginary friends?
No. God, no.
No.
I had real life friends. No, I didn't, but I did play by myself a lot.
Yeah.
But I would just be like in scenarios that I knew of. You know, I'd be like, well, I guess I better be Roger Rabbit again. Lots of me just being cartoon characters or like reenacting I Love Lucy bits.
That's a very funny person for you to choose, though. Roger Rabbit.
Oh, I loved Roger Rabbit.
Well, he's both not a human, or, you know, I guess you were
I
just...
wanted to be a cartoon so bad.
And you are one now.
Roger Rabbit, and now I am one. So it all worked out.
Sick.
Sick, dude, sick. Hell.
But when people tell me about imaginary friends, I am always like, but did you know they were imaginary? Or like, did you...
Right.
I'm always confused by it.
Right. Like, yeah, did you ever have them?
No.
Then, right? Because of the, like...
I was always in a romantic thriller.
Oh, shit, Marcy.
Honestly, I absolutely was like Glenn Close. Like that's...
You were Glenn Close.
That lawyer should have been afraid of me because that's... I've been...
I mean, you are pretty much like... What is that? Fatal Attraction.
Yeah, I've been preparing to be a scary stalker since I was young.
Wow, you have been, yeah.
But
and
yeah.
now you are one.
I was
2008. You really became one.
I was always trying to be like in an action movie with like a romantic partner or whatever, like running in the woods, being like, "Do they see us?"
That's fun. Yeah. Oh my God. I played a lot of, like Indiana Jones and stuff.
Yeah.
Too. You know, a very like, okay, we got to ride our horses, my bicycle, away from the Nazis. No one.
Nobody.
Nobody.
Oh, but.
That is so interesting. I'm like, did you know then?
That they were not.
But I never like... Or, I mean, what does that... Ooh, it's making me now think there's no such thing as imaginary friends and they're always ghosts.
Yeah, unless
you're like seeing...
Yeah. I don't know, man. I do not know. What are you hearing? Was there a ghost outside? What's happening?
There's a ghost!
It's
a ghost!
The ghost
There's a ghost outside!
It's weed eating! Okay, should I read a story now?
Yes, please!
Okay, the title of this one is Aliens and Ghosts Run in the Family.
Whoa, okay. Okay, prove it.
Hi, Betsy and Marcy. I'm such a huge fan of the podcast and listen to it all the time while I'm pretending to work. Cool.
Thank you. I am a surgeon, and boy, do a lot of people die on my table.
It's really helping me get through this rough time as an essential worker, and I'm honestly really enjoying your little life updates at the beginning of the episodes too.
Well, thank you.
Thank God, because boy, was there a doozy at this one.
There's a juicy update.
Scary.
From the past.
I have a few different stories, so this will probably be long. That's fine. The first story the first is a story passed down from my grandmother via my dad. She was really into the paranormal and new age type stuff, and I wish I could have heard it directly from her, but we never got the chance to meet. One night when my dad and his siblings were little, my grandmother was sleeping in my aunt's room to tend to her while she was sick. The house was very quiet with the oppressive tropical heat that comes from living in the Gulf of Mexico. Wow. My grandmother heard and then saw a small figure walk down the hallway past the doorway to my aunt's room and called out, assuming it was my dad, who often slept walk, telling it to go back to bed. The figure stopped in the doorway, tilted its head as if listening, and then made unintelligible noises and gestured towards the bathroom at the end of the hall before continuing to walk. My grandmother got up and checked the bathroom, and no one was there. She went to my dad's room to ask why he had gotten up, but he was dead asleep. It would have been impossible to sneak back from the bathroom without her seeing. After that, she would often see strange lights outside the house at night and insisted that what she had seen was an alien.
Oh, especially that unintelligible, like,
But I must
I'm an alien.
take a shit.
I gotta take an alien shit.
Oh my
which
God.
is different from a human shit.
Yeah, it just comes out as glue. Just,
yeah.
you can use
and we
it.
collect it.
That's
You
what
gotta have it for like our envelopes and stuff, you know.
That's fucked up. The next one happened when I was 15. My dad took me on a trip to Ireland, insisting that kids be well traveled, and for whatever reason, this is where I wanted to go.
Hell yeah.
So cool.
That's awesome.
That is so very cool.
God, that's so rad.
His girlfriend at the time also tagged along with her young kids, and I was predictably pissed off. A pissed off, angry teen about the whole thing. We spent days driving across the southern coast and arrived one night to a very old manor in the countryside that had been converted to a hotel and was well known to be haunted.
Ooh.
We were all staying in one giant room, and when we arrived and opened the door, a butterfly flew out. Seemed strange for late at night, and also the season. It was late in fall. The digital,
yeah.
The digital clock in the room was blinking as if the power had gone out, and the hotel staff kind of just laughed it off and said it was Hilda, the ghost.
Hilda!
Hilda, you could tell that ghost has big boobs, right?
Oh, tickled 2 hills on her chest.
Hilda.
Hilda. Wow. He'll do for 2. That's French for 2. Yeah,
Douay.
Douay.
That's Italian for 2.
Ooh.
Keep going.
Dos.
That's Spanish for 2.
Yeah.
I felt kind of freaked out and anxious, but I like my grandma have always had been blah blah. Sorry, but I like my grandma have always been super into the paranormal, so I wasn't sure if I was sensitive or something, or just getting caught up in nothing.
Right.
I took a walk around the grounds with my dad. It felt spooky, but I'm a city kid, so who knows? And I didn't see anything. That night, my dad was sleeping closest to the door, and I was the furthest from the next to the large window. His girlfriend and the kids were in the middle of the room. I had a really hard time sleeping and was super anxious that I was going to see some creepy shit. I'm not actually sure if I slept at all. In the middle of the night, I started to hear a tapping noise from the other side of the room. It was sort of rhythmic, but also inconsistent, like a person was tapping, but their hand was getting tired or something.
Ew.
I was laying with my back to the door, but it went on for a really long time, and I eventually got up the nerve to turn a little bit and look. Since it's a hotel, the hallway was still lit, and I could see shadows of someone's feet like they were standing on the other side of the door tapping on it.
Oh no. Oh no.
I was completely freaked out and turned back around, telling myself the noise was the radiator and I was dreaming. At some point in the night, I also heard something like a gasp and some rustling in the room. The next morning, my dad, his girlfriend, and the kids went downstairs to eat, and I stayed in the room to sulk. I was laying on my back to the window this time, and it should be noted that there was almost no space between the bed and the window. I heard a noise like someone was moving around behind me and turned to see a dead butterfly sitting on the windowsill that definitely hadn't been there before. After we left the hotel, I told my dad about the tapping noise, and he said he had heard it too, and radiators don't make that sound.
Whoa.
They make a clang, 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 clang.
Can I just say, when you were just saying the tapping noise, something happened in my ear, in my headphones, that was like,
oh, wow.
I swear to God, I don't know if it'll be picked up. But I've never heard that before from my headphones.
Oh my gosh.
Read that part again. Let's see if it happens again.
Let me see the timestamp of this. 36.
Yeah, we gotta see if that was. It was in my headphones though, but maybe it came through the LNR track.
I don't know. Also, I sometimes highlight when I'm reading, so it could have been my keyboard. So we'll see.
Oh, okay.
Right,
but I've heard your keyboard through this before.
Okay.
And it was like.
Yeah, I didn't do that for sure.
Ooh,
okay.
Read it again and let's see if it happens again. If it does, I'm fucking.
Wait, what part do
here.
I have to read again? The whole thing?
The telling my dad
okay.
about.
After we left the hotel, I told my dad about the tapping noise, and he said he had heard it too. And radiators don't make that sound. Nope. Okay. My dad said he counted the taps and they would each reach up to 72 and stop for a while before starting again.
72?
He also said he had felt someone violently push down on him in the night and it made him sit up in fear, which is the gasp that I had heard.
Oh my God.
My journal with all my super emo stories also went missing the one night we stayed there. So maybe the ghost was an angsty teen girl as well and drawn to my energy as something. One of those kids stole it. And they're gonna
one of the kids took it.
That's fuck.
Oh, dude.
You fucking scared Betsy. Now she's on it too.
I am so scared. Oh man, if I'm haunted from this email, I'm gonna be so bummed, dude.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you this email so you can yell at them.
Yeah, thank you.
You're
thank
welcome.
You. I have some words to email.
Okay, the last one happened just a few years ago. My friends moved into a huge old Victorian house and immediately started to feel some sort of presence and experience things like doors creaking and creaking open on their own. These types of houses are super common in the town where I live, but still, one's mind does jump immediately to ghosts. They researched the house and they couldn't find any record of someone living there that had died, but definitely felt something. So they wanted the house cleansed and I offered to do it. Also, like, just because someone didn't die in the house does it. Like, people don't have to die places for them to be haunted, guys.
Right.
They just, like I don't know what. I don't know who started that rumor. Yeah.
Or the land in general.
Yeah.
Having vibes. Like.
Yeah, because
I mean, there could be a piece of furniture in there that somebody's like, hey, man, I had such a good time sitting on this chair. I'm following it everywhere it goes.
Absolutely. Especially if you're like an open-minded ghost. You can be like, I'll do whatever I want. Maybe I'll go see places I never saw.
If you're cool. Dude, yes. Go traveling.
Yes, now's your chance.
Do whatever you want. Yes.
The day of it was just me and one of my friends. I moved through the house cleansing with sage and started in the basement, which had once been its own apartment where the energy was the strongest. The entire time from when I first lit the sage, my whole body was trembling violently and I even started to cry. Oh. My friend was calmer, but felt off and had to help continuously lighting the sage because it wouldn't stay lit, especially when we crossed through what was once the living room space in the basement. We took a break at some point going through the 3-story house, and the intense energy went away mostly, only to come back once we started again. I had to sit on the porch outside for a long time afterwards to feel normal again. My hands and forehead were tingling with energy for a long time. About a year later, my friend's elderly neighbor told him that he had a tenant that used to sell drugs out of the basement apartment in the 80s, and a customer had overdosed and died in the living room. I never felt anything in the house, but my friends did start to experiencing doors opening on their own again, and about 2 years after the cleansing. I think this is because I'm a total amateur and I don't recommend doing cleansings, limpias, I don't know what that word is, etc. If you're not a professional, don't mess with stuff you don't know about. But the only ones who continued to experience stuff weren't present at the cleansing, so it could have been something to do with that. Also, please don't use sage if you're not indigenous. Lots of our culturally appropriate stuff will work. Lots of other culturally appropriate stuff will work. Anyway, those are some of my spooky stories. I also blah, 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 blah. I also sleepwalked a lot as a child like my dad and used to creep my parents out with it and say creepy stuff in my sleep to this day. Maybe next time I can write in with some wholesome stories about my psychic dreams and premonitions, including sweet messages from my brother who has passed away. P.S. My sister used to live in a house in the same neighborhood as my last story that was definitely haunted, and another house in the same neighborhood is so haunted no one can live in it or finish renovating it. Midtown Sacramento is haunted AF.
Wow.
P.P.S. I'm pretty sure my cat is an alien. Thank you for your great podcast, Chayo.
Wow. I'm pretty sure my cat's an alien, but gotta go. Gotta run. Wow.
I hope I said your name right, Chayo. It's Chayo. So I think.
Yeah, probably. Wow. Whoa.
I mean, now someone did die in that house, but also probably all the things that led to the death left a lot of energy there.
Big time.
If people were using drugs enough to be sick and die, that's
right.
Probably some sad energy around that.
And probably that just like that desperation kind of energy, of just a lot of people at their lowest.
Yeah.
And that's the place they would go. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Ooh, spooky. I know I feel I said this. I don't know what I would do. Like, how wild to walk into an area and just start trembling and just start crying.
Yeah.
But it makes so much sense.
Yeah.
But how
to just be overcome with that emotion. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, which there have been some museums and memorials where it is just like, oh, I can't help but I can't imagine just a basement.
Yeah.
Walking into a basement of a friend's new house, and old but new, and just immediately be like, I can't. There's so much going on here. That's wild.
What it reminds me of? Almost the sensation of being afraid of heights once you get up someplace. That it happens to me because I don't remember. I don't always think about being afraid of heights, and then I get someplace and I'm like, I'm freaking out.
Right. Oh,
It's just like something instinctual in the body.
Yes. Your body is just like, we gotta go. We gotta go. You don't like this. Let's get out of here.
Yeah. We gotta go.
Marty. My inner body calls me Marty. A bunch. It goes, Marty.
Mine too.
We gotta go back to the future, Marty.
Machi.
Marty.
Mine says Machi.
Machi. We gotta go, Machi. We gotta run. Wow.
It's very cutesy. It's adorkable.
Should I read one? Oh, it's so adorkable.
I mean, could you please?
I gotcha. Okay, this one's titled My Spooky Kid. Uh-oh.
Get rid of it.
Yeah, get rid of it. Hello, Marcy and Betsy. Thank you for your incredible contribution to keeping us spooked and giggling as we all endure our own private winter in the Stanley. And thanks to both of you, my kid Merrick's possible encounters with the supernatural have not been ignored. Wait, what?
Okay, I think they're calling the pandemic
our own. That's very good.
From The Shining, right?
I mean, yeah, man, that makes so much sense.
Being like, all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy.
Wow, that's great. I was thinking, I woke up today being like, I think I'm going to reread The Shining. Anyway.
Wait, this is speaking of, I'm going to go stay in the Driscoll in a few weeks. Hotel.
Cool. What? Okay. Get a ghost app, dude.
Get a
and then
ghost
let us
app.
know what happens.
I'm going to get a ghost app. I can't wait for it.
You gotta get a ghost app. Okay, you ready?
Yes.
It all began when he started talking at a fairly young age. Younger than our other two kids, anyway. He loved looking in the mirror and giggling, so we often asked him who was in the mirror. At first, he only said his name, but then he started saying friend whenever we asked him who was in the mirror. We would often laugh and ask, is Merrick your friend? But he would get frustrated and say, no, friend. We dismissed this as a misunderstanding from his limited vocabulary. That's Okay. When he was 2, we took a trip to Arizona and visited a planetarium.
Woo.
Planetarium. Naturally, it was nighttime, so we could see Saturn and shit. And we were walking past a dark, empty building. Merrick looked at the building and waved. I said, what do you see? He replied, a man. A nearby employee said, did he just say he saw a man in there? Because that building is haunted.
Oh, great employee.
Thank you, employee. We dismiss this as a fun fabrication of a planetarium employee. You keep dismissing, you guys. Back at home, I started hearing Merrick talking all the time when he was playing alone in his room. He would often use a different tone and cadence when he was talking to someone instead of explaining something. What? Oh, this is freaking me out. When he was in his room, he always used the conversational tone. I asked him who he was talking to, and he said, the Dinky Man.
What?
I asked him who the Dinky Man was, and he said, my friend in the mirror.
Oh, no.
We dismiss this
Come
as
on.
an imaginative child's fabrication. Come on.
You gotta not dismiss. This is too much dismissal. What is this?
Too
School?
Too much dismissal. What is this? A tour of a missile silo? Dismissal.
So stupid.
So dumb.
Dismissal.
So dumb. Oh, dismissal? This was bad.
I'm so mad at you.
That's how I used to say my THs as a kid too. Like this, that, there, dem.
There, dem day.
There, dem day. Okay. Now Merrick is 3 and we were putting a puzzle together. He got up and said, I saw a ghost in my room, and ran up to play in his room. I said, did the ghost tell you its name? He ignored me and my wife, Erica, scoffed, and said, he's a kid with a good imagination. Why do you take it so seriously? Oh, that's his wife. Sorry, yes. I read that all wrong. We get it, though. Okay, I'll say Eric. Okay. He ignored me and my wife, Erica, who scoffed and said, he's a kid with a good imagination. Why do you take it seriously? I triumphantly explained. My friends Marcy and Betsy taught me that when a kid tells you about some spooky shit, you listen. When upon further interrogation, Erica realized my friends are the host of a podcast. I lost a substantial amount of credibility.
Why, so Erica? Why?
Come on, Erica.
We're legit.
So when my religious partner, who finds my openness to ghosts while being an atheist a bit insulting, is out of the house, I'm going to have a pleasant, funny feeling inspired chat with the Dinky Man. Thanks for your wit and wisdom. Sincerely, Ryan. Wow.
This Dinky Man. I tell you what.
The Dinky Man. At least not the Stinky Man.
Well, maybe that is the...
Maybe it is the Stinky Man. Stink.
Yeah, he's a guy who was crushed in a garbage truck.
Oh no.
The Dinky man.
The Dinky Stinky.
Yeah, I'll say this, Ryan. What you should do is you should sort of interview Merrick a bit and ask these questions and write them down a bit, or maybe even digital record them so that later on
record it and send it to us.
Oh, well, I don't want to exploit a child, Betsy.
No, send it to us and we'll blast him on the internet.
We're gonna tear his ass up.
Or you know what? Honestly, Marcy will just find every piece of information on you from your email.
Oh, yeah,
and probably videos.
I'm going to come to your house and play with your child. I'm the Dinky man. No, but I was going to say, and then when Merrick is a bit older, this is a long con. When Merrick's older, you can ask Merrick about and see what an older kid who can then maybe tell you more clearly what's going on.
Right.
And also scare him real good whenever he's bad. Like you punish him with being like the Dinky man's gonna get you.
Dinky man's gonna get you. He's telling me right now he's gonna do to you if you don't clean up your room.
Also, just talking to yourself in the mirror, giggling.
You don't do that? I giggle in the mirror every morning, just going like, "Whoa, okay."
Still this face, okay.
Wow, okay. What happened in last night? Okay.
I wake up giggling a lot because because as I'm coming out of my final dream, and I know it's a dream, I'm amused by what I've created.
I giggle a lot. I laugh a bunch in my dreams, and then I will kind of come out of them and be like, "Wow, cool, man."
I think what made me laugh last night, because this was the date when this happened in pop culture terms. This is yesterday was the day that video was going around of the girl who had matched with Ben Affleck on Tinder or on Raya, and then unmatched with him, and he found her on Instagram, and he was like, "Why did you unmatch with me? It's me."
Oh, that's funny.
And it was really Ben Affleck. And so in the dream, Ben Affleck was in the dream, and but right before I woke up said, "Ooh, you're a big boy, aren't you?"
Because he's also a big dude.
Giant man. Yeah.
Wow.
Ooh, you're a big boy, aren't you?
Ooh, you're a big boy, aren't you? That is so funny. Oh my, you're a big boy, aren't you,
you're
Ben
a
Affleck?
big boy, aren't you? I also think saying that to a grown man who's in his 40s is funny.
So funny.
Ooh, big boy.
So funny. Okay, big boy. Ooh, a big boy.
Ooh,
all
right. Big boy. Anyway, Merrick is scary. Take care of this, Ryan.
Merrick is scary. All right. See you later.
Good luck with that, because
good luck.
This is not
we
the
don't
last.
know what else to tell you. Merrick is scary. Email us if you go missing.
Yeah. Just send us a voice memo of your last moments before Merrick takes you to the underworld.
Yes, please. Yep.
Oh my gosh, what if Merrick's having a whole Pan's Labyrinth experience?
Whoa, cool.
It has something to do with the Nazis that chased Betsy.
Oh, shoot.
Isn't that?
Yep.
I haven't seen Pan's Labyrinth in a long time, but I know that's some.
It's during World War II.
Yeah.
I think that might even be a spoiler.
Honestly, who cares, guys? You really have to watch things in at least the 20 years that they come out.
Right. I feel after 20 years, it's game on for spoiler alerts.
Anyway.
Let's just say there's no basement in the Alamo. Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Oh, another spoiler.
Another spoiler.
Okay, shall we listen to another email?
Yeah.
All right, dude.
Okay, hey guys. So my name's Kathleen. I am recording this from Philadelphia, PA. So other side of the country. Just want to start off by saying huge fan of the podcast. It's given me a lot of comedic relief and a lot of spooky vibes throughout the quarantine, and I really appreciate it. So just to sort of start out, essentially I've been experiencing paranormal occurrences my entire life. I think it might take hours to mention everything. But the earliest and one of the biggest occurrences that I can remember was when I was 14. And I had come home after a birthday party that was down the street. I'm from, suburban Philadelphia. And my parents were at a wedding, and all of my siblings were out, doing things that teenagers do on a Friday night. I came home and immediately just felt odd, and I decided to get on AIM and began talking to my friend and telling her that, for the first time ever in my house, I just had this really weird and odd feeling that someone was in my house. And I told her I just felt funny, and she told me I was probably overreacting, and I kept telling her, no, I swear I can hear somebody having a conversation upstairs, a very mumbled, low conversation. And we go back and fast forward about 10 minutes of us going back and forth about it. I hear my dog start going absolutely ballistic. And I go to check what he's barking at. I'm like, okay, is someone home? Is someone at the door? And he's just facing up the stairs and just barking like crazy. And it's something that I've never seen him done before. So immediately I start freaking out. None of my family members are answering my calls. I go back to my computer, type out on AIM what's happening. And my friend was like, 14-year-old logic. If you're really scared, yell out. If someone's there, I have a knife and I'm calling the police. So, 14-year-old me decides to do this. And I call that out, and basically immediately my dog stops barking. The mumbled whatever I was hearing stops, and, about 10 seconds go by, and time just feels really slow, and all of a sudden, from right above me, I just hear the loudest bang, as if a bowling ball was just dropped right on top of me. So, subsequently I freak out, grab my dog, run over to my neighbor's house, and they still talk about this to this day. I can't even get out to them what I'm trying to say because I'm sobbing, I'm shaking, I'm so terrified, and I just say, I think someone's in my house. Somebody is definitely in my house. And so my neighbor goes over, checks all the rooms, the basement, the closet, and we have a pretty small house, so, there wasn't much to check, and he says, I didn't find anybody. Nothing really seems to be out of place. So there was really nothing at all. And I got so much shit from my siblings for acting that way. But, in my defense, I really, even to this day, 10 years later, wouldn't really feel like I wouldn't have acted that way unless there was a valid reason. And it was really real to me. I still remember it very vividly. So yeah, that was sort of my first experience. And then I went on for a few years. I would have little small occurrences, but nothing too major that I was like, oh yes, that is definitely paranormal. Then I moved out and went to college, and my freshman year at the University of Pittsburgh, I didn't experience anything too crazy, but then I moved into my apartment my sophomore year, into a really, really old apartment building in Pittsburgh. I don't know if you've ever been to Pittsburgh, or South Oakland where Pitt students live, but nothing is literally ever knocked down there. It's just houses, 100-year-old houses that are on their last leg, and people still think it's chill for college kids to live in them. So, nothing too crazy happened here, but we did get a Ouija board, me and my roommates, from a thrift shop that we would use, and we had some really crazy shit happen while we were using it, like lights flickering and turning off. Halloween night, my friend's relative that had passed away completely came through the board, which is her story to tell and not mine, but just So it would sort of set the scene for a spooky environment. Beyond that, we would experience just weird things. Like I would come home and my window would be opened. The shower would turn on by itself. The doors opening and closing by themselves. But honestly, it was college, we were elevated, as one would say most of the time. And so we just sort of accepted living with this ghost. But then shit really started going crazy in my junior year. So I had transferred from Pitt to Temple University, which is in Philadelphia. And I moved into like one of those furnished apartment buildings. It was like a newer building. Philly tends to be better about knocking down really old buildings and making things somewhat livable for college kids. So anyways, the first like 6 months I lived there, everything was totally fine. Never noticed a thing out of place. Didn't use a Ouija board either. Didn't even have it anymore. So the only thing that really would happen out of the ordinary was that the heat would come on full blast in the middle of the night, completely unprompted. And we had like window heat and AC units. It was a little bit weird. And I used to tell my roommates, like, can you guys please stop doing that? Like, I don't know if you guys are really cold, but like it's waking me up in the middle of the night with how hot it is. And they were like, we thought you were doing it. Like, we're not doing it. So we would call the repair people thinking something was broken, but nothing ever was. But that was really the only thing. And we just attributed that to like electrical problems or some sort of technical issue. But then things really started hitting the fan when one day I came home from class and I noticed that this little Mexican sugar skull that my brother had gotten me in Holbox, Mexico, it's like a little island. It was in a different spot than where I had usually placed it, which was like on a little windowsill. And I didn't think too much of it until a few days later when I was laying on my bed and I heard something hit my door, not loudly, but like, as if like a thumbtack had hit the door. And I went to look at what it was, and I noticed the sugar skull sitting on the floor in front of my closet, which is the complete opposite side of the room than the windowsill where I usually kept it. So I was fully spooked, but I just put it back. And at that point, I didn't know if, getting rid of it would like piss something off or what. I was just sort of in denial because I just wanted to sleep at night. So, this occurred for a little while where I would come home, notice the sugar skull was moved even in the slightest bit. Like I started taking pictures of the skull and then going to class, coming home and taking another picture to prove to people that like it was moving. So then, maybe a few weeks go by, and one night at around 3:14 a.m., I remember because I looked at my phone when I woke up, I was sleeping and I was woken up by a really loud sound, like that sounded like glass being shattered. So immediately I thought someone was trying to break into my apartment, which is pretty plausible because I lived in North Philadelphia. So I basically flipped the lights on, grabbed my phone, see that it's 3:14 because I'm about to call the police. I run over to the window, and I see that the window hasn't been disturbed at all. So then I'm confused as hell, like looking around my room, like what did I just hear? That was the loudest noise ever. I see the sugar skull, it's unscratched and it's in the same place on the windowsill, same place I had left it. But then I look at a little desk that's a little bit further across the room and I see that I used to have these little terrariums that I made. And one of my terrariums had been completely shattered in a perfect circle in the middle of the night, completely unprompted. So I literally like screamed, and my roommates came in my room and are like, okay, like, are you okay? Like, what was that noise? Like, we heard it too. I told them what happened and they were equally as freaked out. So we all slept in the living room that night. So flash forward to the very next night, I'm in my room. I'm like, I can do this, but I'm sleeping with all the lights on. And I'm like trying to come up with any explanation for as to why it would have broken, but I really can't come up with anything. So I'm like, you know what? Denial is the best policy. We're just going to ignore that and we'll be fine. But then the very next night at around the 3 a.m. hour, I hear another bang, but this one was more like a thump. And I'm a pretty heavy sleeper, so these noises have to be pretty loud for me to wake up. But I wake up and, I look at the foot of my bed and I see my desk chair that was stationary and not on wheels had been completely flipped on its back. And at this point, I'm like, okay, fuck this. I'm not sleeping here. I just can't do it. So I go and bring my pillows out into the living room, and as I'm walking back inside my room to grab a blanket, I hear my closet door squeak open behind me. So needless to say, I start sobbing because at this point I just feel tired, defeated, scared. I was in a lease. I'm like, I can't get out of here. And whatever this was just wasn't leaving me alone. And it just felt like it was just one thing after the next over the span of a week. So that next morning, I woke up, went to class, and then that night I went to my weekend job at a country club where I worked in the bar, and I was so tired and I was out of it, and I was talking to my boss about what was going on. And, she fully believed me. And she told me something I've heard on the podcast quite a few times, which is to acknowledge the ghost, but to tell them to leave you alone. And this was, obviously years before I ever heard the podcast. So, I was like, I don't know if I can do that. And she's like, well, you have to. It'll be really helpful. I really think that you should. So the next Monday, I'm back in my apartment, and I stood in my room and I said, I acknowledge you're here. I'm not telling you to leave, but please stop bothering me. Do not bother me anymore. And I swear from that point on, I never experienced anything in that apartment again. I hadn't experienced anything until little things started happening in my apartment that I live in now. But I guess I've just decided that I'm being followed, and this is already really long, so I'm going to end it there. So anyways, thanks so much for letting me share. I hope my story is of some interest because it was pretty scary at the time. Thanks again.
Yikes.
Whoa, spooky. Too scared.
Multiple spookies. The first one, thinking someone is in the house with you while you're home alone is too scary.
So scary. And it is no, if you feel this way, get help. Call anybody. Who gives a shit if it ends up being a damn mouse or what? If you're scared, fucking.
I mean, but hearing conversation too,
that is horrifying.
I do the idea of being I have a knife.
Yeah, I have a fucking huge knife. Slice your heads off. Leave me alone.
I'll scream, I got 3 tasers.
That's pretty. You got 3 tasers?
I got 3 tasers.
And they're in different spots, huh?
Oh, yeah. I'll never find them.
Oh, yeah. I can't remember where I put them.
I have no. If you find them, give them to me.
There are 3 tasers around the house. I don't know where they are, but yeah, can you give them to me when you do find them, and then I'll tase you.
I'm tasing your ass. That's very scary. And then also the other apartment, when stuff is I don't know, it's one thing to have an item moved or to hear something, but when it's starting to knock your shit over,
when it's starting to shatter shit and then hold chairs.
Yeah, granted,
that is so
could be a klutzy ghost, but still
right
concerning.
Hey, I was just trying to sneak out of the closet to go to the fridge because ghosts still looking in fridges, but I knocked over your damn chair. I'm sorry.
I knocked it over and then I just didn't have enough skills to pick it back up because it kept going over my hand.
The sugar skull that blew my mind when they were oh, and I didn't want to get rid of the sugar skull.
Yeah,
because would that make whatever this thing is mad?
Yeah,
that blew my mind. Like,
yeah,
I would have never thought. I don't know if I would have gotten rid of it, but I definitely don't think I would be like, oh, if I do, they might get mad at me.
Absolutely, yeah. To be like,
that's so scary.
Ugh. And then now you got a new haunted apartment.
And now you got a new haunted apartment. I guess you are just kind of
haunted.
Haunted.
I guess you are just sort of haunted as hell.
Guess you're just very haunted. So
my apologies.
Keep us updated constantly.
Constantly. Let us know that you're okay.
Let us know.
But also, again, yes, set your boundaries. Do it.
Marcy, yeah, you've been saying that since day one.
I didn't come up with it. It's,
Marcy came up with it, even though in this story it happened 8 years before listening to this podcast, but Marcy started it.
That's how powerful I am. Yes. Boundaries, man. You set them with ghosts, you set them with people, you just gotta be.
That is true.
Gotta set boundaries. And when people don't respect them, you gotta get them out of your life. You gotta get them
out of there.
You gotta sage them, get them out. Only sage them if, like, our last emailer said, like, if you're indigenous or other ways, just like surround yourself with some light or whatever.
Yeah. Get rid.
Blow them out of there.
Blow them out.
Yeah.
Wow. Ooh,
okay.
Spooky.
I'm going to read one if you're ready for me to read one. I sent some pictures to you that accompany the story, but you don't need to look at them yet. If,
Oh my God. Email or text?
Text. Okay.
Okay.
This
I'm not
one.
gonna look at them yet.
I mean, you can. I guess it's fine.
Do.
But we're not talking about them yet. So, okay. This one is entitled Ghost Picture and Office Ghost.
Fun. Oh my God.
Hi, Betsy and Marcy. Love the podcast. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
I've been binge listening to your podcast since before the coronavirus happened. Anywho, thank you for what you do. I love it. I love the paranormal, but I'm a scaredy cat.
Ooh.
Okay, here we go. I'll tell you a couple stories to start, and then I'll send some more. All right, let's do it.
Nice.
First, I want to show you a picture I took while at the Stanley Hotel in Estes Park, Colorado.
Ooh.
In 2013, my friend and I went to Colorado and decided to do a ghost tour to see if we would see anything or feel anything weird. The tour was good. They took us all over and told us different stories about the hotel. Unfortunately, I didn't see or hear anything spooky, but I did catch something strange on one of the pictures I took with my iPhone. Check it out. So now I guess you can look, Betsy.
Oh, wait.
I was randomly. Let me read.
Oh, sorry. I looked.
I was randomly taking pictures to see if I could catch anything, and I didn't see this picture until after the tour when our tour guide told us to review our pics and let us know if we caught anything strange. When I went through the pics, I saw the one attached. It looks like a white see-through something. I didn't get scared or anything, but I was totally stoked. I showed it to our tour guide. And he said, "Wow, looks like you caught something." Ooh, I love it. Okay, so I'm looking at the picture.
Dude, it looks like the arm of someone.
It absolutely
in a white shirt.
It absolutely is like a big ass something. What?
And that's like not a person in the tour?
And everyone was like, "Cool, you found a guy in a business, like, and he's wearing his dress white shirt."
Whoa.
Damn. That is
that's so wild.
Undeniably, that's
Holy
something.
Shit.
Truly. Wow. That's great.
Oh, wait. Sorry, Marcy. I lost you for a little.
Yeah, but you can hear me now?
Yes. What were you saying?
No, I was just saying that is definitely something, and crazy that, like, that he knew enough to be like, you need to, like, check your pictures because you maybe don't see it till it's in photographs.
Right.
Yeah.
This is blowing my mind, man. That is a ghost arm.
That's
and
what we
shoulder,
call in the business
an elbow,
a ghost arm.
and a ghost shirt. Yes. A classic ghost arm. Whoa,
Another story
dude.
I wanted to share is about the place where I started working last year. I work for a local nonprofit in Phoenix, Arizona that serves survivors of domestic and sexual violence. So the building where the office is located used to be a gym. Now it houses our offices and offices for other programs within the nonprofit. When I started working there, I always thought it was creepy upstairs where my desk was. One time I was in the office with another advocate and she was printing up something and I was keying in some notes. My desk faces the wall. My back is towards the door to the exit. Our printer is in another room next door and you have to open the door to get in and we have the door to our office propped open. So I hear her get up and she says, I'm going to go grab a copy real quick. And I say, okay. So then I heard the door open as she walked into the other office where the printer is. And then I hear the door open again and I hear her sit back down and shuffle papers at her desk. I yell out, hey girl, you almost ready to go? I don't hear a response and I'm like, oh, maybe she has her headphones on. So I stand up and look towards her desk and I don't see anyone.
No.
Then I walk to her desk and she's not there. Now I'm baffled. As I'm walking to my desk, confused, I hear the door open from the room where the copier is, and I see her walking into her office. I stare at her, and I ask her if she's come in and then walked out again. She laughed and said no. I was even more confused and asked her, is this place haunted? And she stared at me and said, I'll let the others tell you.
Oh, good answer. I'll let the others tell you.
I would be furious if someone said that to me. I'd shake them and
I know.
say,
I'd be like,
tell me.
no, you tell me right now.
Maybe I wouldn't shake them if I worked for domestic violence. Actually,
don't,
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I take it back.
Don't shake.
I was like, OMG. She said, and I said, no, tell me. Oh, good. So we're on the same page there. So she proceeded to tell me that when our building was a gym, our offices used to be the sauna and locker room area, and that there was a woman who was assaulted and murdered here by one of the maintenance men. Oh my God, this is graphic. Then he dragged her body out the side door and down the stairs and threw her body into the big commercial garbage container. I was like, WTF, that explains so much. I have always felt uneasy at times there and have heard different things when I just so happen to be alone, like keyboards clacking and paper shuffling. I have other stories from others in that building that I'll share in another email. I also have a ton of ghost stories from my family, as my grandmother used to be, oh boy, it's going to be a hard word for me. Oh, I'm just going to go for it. Used to be a curandera. Curandera. I'm so sorry if I don't say these words right. It's Curandera. A curandera. I'll just say it fast. Okay, so my grandmother used to be a curandera, in parentheses, a healer from our Native American tribe, the Pasqua Yuquai tribe. Wow. Really stumbled through all of those. But I hope you like these two stories. I'll write more soon. Lupe from Phoenix, Arizona. That's
wow.
Okay. First one, great pictures, ghost pictures. Go look on our Instagram. You can find them. Second one, how fucked, Betsy.
I mean, yeah. You caught a ghost arm.
Oh, I meant the second story about the nonprofit too.
Wait,
yeah.
Sorry, you broke. Oh my God. Holy shit.
What's happening, Betsy? What?
Sorry, my internet's being wacky and you blocked out a little, or you stopped. But then the nonprofit, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
The story and the I'll let everyone else tell you. No.
No. If there's something horrible here, you must tell me now.
Like, you're right of You gotta tell them. I feel in the interview, you gotta be like, okay, great. So your resume looks very good. Now this is a haunted.
No, I mean, well, I don't know. I think that's a polarizing thing to say to someone.
Oh, I guess you're right.
But the moment someone says, "Is this place haunted?" and you say,
I'm
not gonna
to be like,
you have to disclose.
Yes. You gotta disclose.
Disclosure.
Disclose. Oh, what are we talking about? A clothing store? Disclose. Disclose. Disclose.
Betsy, you are a nut job. That's what you are. You're a real nut
And the
job.
movie The Nut Job, dude.
The Nutty Professor job.
Whoa.
Man, I want to hear more of Lupe's stories, though.
I do too.
These were great. Yeah.
I want to hear so many more. Oh my goodness. I gotta look up that place. It's in Phoenix. When I go visit my parents, I'll be like, we gotta go to this place that was once a gym, but now is a really great nonprofit. So that I can get scared.
It feels like a weird place to just drop by, maybe, but just
I heard this place is haunted.
Like,
you mind if I just kind of hang out in your office while you deal with like some of the most serious and upsetting things, and I'll just be like, did you hear that?
Also, just the irony of that place having that history. Yeah.
That is so. Oh God, yeah. That really,
maybe it's like a nice
really
way to come full
mind.
circle. Yeah,
yeah.
Could be nice that it comes full circle in that way. Yeah.
Something so horrific happened, and now this like wonderful, helpful thing is taking over.
However, I do think it's strange for someone to be at a gym in life, have a gruesome end of their life, and then to come back and be like, I guess I'm gonna temp here and shuffle some papers around.
Right.
That's where it's like, but I guess it could be like someone's like, what is this? Like looking through like, where are my gym shoes?
Where are the weights? I need to pump some iron. Come on.
Pumping the iron.
I gotta get shredded now that I'm deaded. You like that one, Marcy? Do you like that one?
Betsy, you crazy. You're crazy. Should we try for one more, or is our internet gonna make it happen?
We're gonna try it. Okay.
Okay.
This one has a video attached. Do you want to find it? Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Betsy and Marcy, I love your show. Thank you. It's a great way to spend my drive to work. Thank you. A friend of mine moved into a house a few years ago. The couple that lived there had passed away, so the family sold the house. Her dog stares at the corners of the wall a lot like someone is there. My friend jokes that the man that lived there must visit. One day, she was laying on her bed watching TV. She noticed her closet door in the hallway starting to move. There are no vents around the door, and her husband was working in the garage. She watched it open and closed for a few minutes, then taped it. That is the only time that this has ever happened, and she's never scared. I have attached the video. I thought you might enjoy it. Again, love the podcast. Angie from Utah.
Okay. All right.
Are you sharing it? Nice.
I'm going to share it so we can both watch it at the same time. Again, this will be on our thingy. What's it called? Our Instagram. Okay. You want to play it? You ready?
Instagram.
Oh my God. Okay.
Oh, shit. It's like
open. Now, are they watching porn in the background?
And it's still opening. I got chills.
Whoa. Now, it's still opening, Betsy. It won't stop opening.
Oh my God. And in a way where it's like, I have such chills.
Oh,
and
now it's closing. Oh my God, it's closing now.
This is a way that it's like,
it's so controlled.
Like there is nothing.
Yes,
nothing natural makes this move.
Even like the way we go look at our Instagram, Funny Feeling Pod. So you know how like sometimes people like you can tell like something just swings open. You're like, well, that could be a string attached to it, right? Hello, did you hear me? Betsy, are you lost? Betsy?
Right.
Betsy?
Yes. Oh shit, can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah.
Yes. I know what you're of like a string. It could be a string. This is so it doesn't seem like it could be.
It's so controlled.
It's so controlled, but in the way that it's like, too controlled by something, not by a human goofing around. That fucked me up.
Absolutely. Oh
my God.
Oh my God.
I thought it was going to be like a little bit like, even like, I guess I saw something move, not like, hey, I hear some more.
No. And it keeps, like to open
that's
and close.
Right. Yeah. That's because there is that thing where it is also like sometimes like, oh yeah, that door just kind of like opens on it when it's not like this door behind me.
Yeah, like if another door in the house opens, or like if the front door opens and then it makes a breeze close another one, right?
Right. Or if it's like your house is built a little crooked and something, but it usually is that slow or just kind of like that every move of just like, eep, okay, we know this door does that. But that's nuts. That's
nuts.
Crazy.
Wow, guys. Wow. That was that's I don't like it for you. That's the thing.
I don't like that one bit.
And it says she's never scared. Come on.
Never scared. She's never scared. It's the only time that's happened, and she's never scared.
She's never scared. I guess she's just
this is nuts, dude.
Someone's just got to get their coat. That's all.
I just need my coat. And I keep thinking I've opened it far enough, but nope, my coat is huge. I don't have enough room to get it out.
Must be opening and closing it bigger.
That blew my mind.
Yes.
I'm going to watch it a bunch.
Yeah.
That's so scary.
Yeah.
And
it's
also,
weird.
hey, if it is a bit and somebody's controlling it with string or whatever, good job. It looks
great job.
Really spooky and real. Good job. Like, holy shit.
You did it. You did.
God,
you did it.
I think it's real.
Yeah.
You did
it's
it.
nasty
you did it right.
and it's real.
Oh.
Wow. That's fucked up.
Fuck, dude. That really rumbled my tumble. It made me have to take a shit, man.
Oh, well, I guess we should end the podcast then, because also I think you did get haunted because we've never had so many technical difficulties. Damn, these are really cool. Go check out that video. It's nasty.
It's It's so wild. Like, it's so wild.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm truly, my hair is blown back.
You look like the Bride of Frankenstein.
I'm the Bride of Frankenstein. I'm strapped to a gurney now. Cause she's like, when they make her, she's strapped to a gurney. I'm trying my best, man. Oh, yeah. That movie just scared my brain out of my ass. So I'm toast. That just really toasted my brain.
Yeah, I got nothing. Thank God we saved it for last.
Wild.
All right. Well, guys, send us more. These were great.
So good. Thank you so much. Keep them coming.
Catch more ghosts on video for us, please.
Please.
All right. Well, I gotta go die now.
Oh, yeah. Thank you so much for listening to A Funny Feeling.
If you have a paranormal experience that you would like to share, please send us a voice memo, or you can email us just a letter at funnyfeelingpod@gmail.com. I'm Marcy.
I'm Betsy, and don't shit your pants!
That was a HeadGum podcast.